Hello, my name is Karen Pettigrew, and welcome to my webpage, Real World, Real Learning. When I was little, my daddy had a vegetable garden, and my mom had beautiful plants and flowers and roses. And when I grew up, I knew that I wanted to have all of those things. It was something magical and something so beautiful about planting seeds and seeing them grow. So I want my students that I teach to feel the magic of sowing and reaping. So I decided to take my students on a journey in the unit for first grade of plants and animals and what they need to survive. So my webpage is broken up into my home page, and on that home page I have my project overview where I explain what I'm doing in my web page. And in this overview, I talk about the need for what plants need in order to survive. I share also that I planned a wonderful field trip in our teaching museum where my students got a chance to sit amongst experts from the University of Georgia. They learned about different types of lettuce. They made a beautiful salad, made the salad dressing from scratch. They got a chance to understand about why worms are important, and they found out all the parts of a worm. They got a chance to plant um, plant some tomato plants in a greenhouse. They understood about how to properly plant them. That was, it just took the classroom experience to a whole new level. My project goals for this were to help my students understand what plants need and animals need to grow, to encourage their curiosity through hands-on activity, connect science, art, and writing and technology. And my project outcome were for my students to be able to name and explain what plants and animals need, for my students to be able to create a journal with their drawings and notes, for them to work together and ask questions and make connections, and to be able to share these things with their families, and to be able to have a deeper love for nature and science. My next tab was theory. My teaching philosophy and my theoretical framework, I believe in the conservative learning theory. I believe that students learn best when they are able to connect with the real world, hands-on learning. I did this to bring structure to that. I used the 5E instructional model. I would always engage my students, asking them questions, as I probably shared before, that our school is an IB school, and we are constantly wondering, thinking on everything that we do in the school. So I use the model, the 5E. I always ask questions to start out with. We explore, we explain, we elaborate, and we evaluate what we're learning about. And of course, I included pictures of everything and some videos. And the next tab that I have is classroom applications. And on that, I included my content knowledge. Again, talking about my IB school and how we're always talking about inquiry and reflecting about what we've learned. And my students have a better understanding because we use so many different avenues to teach, to learn about plants and how they grow. In this tab, I included my 5E lesson plan here. And of course, I included wonderful pictures and some videos of us discussing, reflecting on our studies. The next tab that I have is our cultural component. I chose to connect the science with the literacy book called The Great K-Pop Tree. I chose that book because it's a meaningful and engaging way to teach my young learners about plant growth in the ecosystem, the rainforest. I even told them about when I went to Puerto Rico and because I stayed near the rainforest and taking care of the earth. If we take care of the earth, it'll take care of us. I snapped a picture, I had someone to snap a picture of me reading the story to them. And on that page too, I included my STEM careers. One is environmental scientist. The other is a horticulturist, who I think that I am. Well, I am unofficially. The last one is a wildlife biologist. My next tab is additional resources. In this tab, I explored websites from the NSTA that related to my project. And I also created a public service app about community garden. And I summed my whole project up about seed time and harvest. And I wanted my students to understand about planting good seeds in soil, you will reap a good harvest. And just let you know that every day after recess, we don't just want to meet every week. My students want to go out every day and check the school garden, because we have a plot where we planted our seeds and where we planted our seedlings. So they are super excited. And I had no idea this project was going to turn out like this. I'm excited. My students are excited. So I hope that you enjoy previewing my webpage as much as I did creating it. Thank you.